Beautiful Princess of Wales, Catherine, is looking at huge success right now, but regarding what? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London, and as ever, nice to have your company today. I hope you're all keeping well, fine and dandy. By the way, I was looking at this ad. This is the things, isn't it? When you get time on your hands, you start to look around, don't you? A friend of mine was telling me how he used to collect things from Kellogg's. Do you remember the cereals when you got toys in front of the sort of plastic toys? Now you'd be accused of trying to choke your own child, wouldn't you? In case they swallowed it, shaking it out of the box. Everybody went nuts for things like that, though, didn't they? They all wanted them. Way back in 1961, according to this ad, Kellogg's would give you one shiny shilling for your child if you sent off so many top packs of certain cereals, including my favourite, Tony the Tiger, Frosties. Oh, they're bad for you now, aren't they? Not allowed them now. I love Frosties, don't you? I mean, you do feel like you've eaten an entire bowl of sugar, but nonetheless, they're a treat from time to time. Rice Krispies a slow second. What about you? What's your favourite breakfast cereal? When you were younger, we were sort of given things like Ready Brek. Do you remember? Supposed to put an electric sort of heat around you. But I always preferred cereals, Ricicles. Never keen on Cocoa Pops. Don't know what that's about, do you? Maybe chocolate and milk. Ooh, not that keen on that. Do let me know what your favourites are as we get back to your breaking roll story of the day. Story, as I say, is huge success for Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Naturally, she had a phenomenal rating hit with her second instalment of Together at Christmas. This was a show that had many stars in it, including the Downton Abbey Supremo Hugh Bonneville, giving a beautiful reading. The ex-Spice Girl, Mel C, still sounding great, still looking fabulous. Doesn't look a day older either, Mel C, does she? I just enjoyed it. Lots of people online were basically saying it's their now perfect start to the Christmas. And it is. It's nice to see Christianity celebrated across a channel, a mainstream channel. But it really is the pulling power of Catherine and, of course, Princess Charlotte and George, who helped along the way. Whatever people say and mock, it is nice to see the royal children. And, it's nice that so many people, it's not about the royals, as Catherine has said, it's about the wonderful people that have done so much good throughout the year. They get invited to a very special event, get to meet people. There's a lovely tea and everything afterwards. What's not to like? Now, TV bosses apparently have already cottoned on to the power of Catherine as a global TV star. Now, let me explain. This particular series, you see, this particular show, has already been sold to various channels around the world at great expense, I might point out. ITV have done incredibly well out of this. I'm surprised, if I'm honest, that the royal family have not really just decided to stream it themselves, put it through their own social media. A far better way of doing it. And, the bottom line is I'm sure they'd still get a huge rating. But this is where they are right now. Interesting to note, though, is that ITV bosses are now also looking and trying to extend that particular idea with Catherine with other similar themes, including this one, which they're looking at, Together at Easter. Now, I think this is a lovely suggestion, in fact, because why not celebrate certain milestones in the Christian faith? Whoever you are, it's just nice to see faith celebrated on mainstream channels, isn't it? Whatever you think, whether you believe or disbelieve, there's still nice programs, As I say, it's very early stages right now, but TV bosses are muting this idea, if not for this year, possibly starting next year. And I think given the fact that, we've seen such a big decline in church attendances of all faiths, whether it be mosques, all that sort of stuff, it doesn't really matter, does it? As long as it gets people reconnected. As I say, it's not about what you believe in religion. It's about getting people together, feeling part of a community, getting some community spirit together. And I think someone like Catherine, who's proven that she is a draw on television, is a very clever idea because it's not forced upon you. It's just something that's put together as a special that all the family can watch together and not feel embarrassed about any profanities or, badness in there. It's just simply a pleasant, enjoyable programme. But can we look forward to Together at Easter from Catherine? Well, as ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.